Now some people, when it comes to cream of rice, they're so intense about it. They're so passionate. It's not like they're making a meal, it's like they're an artiste creating this work of art. It's got layers and textures and colors and ingredients I've never even heard of before. And I'm all about it, man. You know, anytime in this life I see somebody pouring love and passion into something, you know, I'm all for it. For me personally though, I couldn't give a fuck, mate. This, as far as I'm concerned, is just powder with water in it. And if I take more than like 4 minutes to make cream of rice, then I'm not happy. I literally just get water, fill it up, we don't even measure it. I just bang it in like that. And this is about as much effort as you'll get out of me. So, stir that if I'm stirring it for more than a minute, I'll be annoyed. And then we just bang it in the microwave for 2 minutes, take it out, put some whey protein in it, and that's it. So chuck this in the microwave. Right, so that's that done. Needs more water before we put the protein in. So get the kettle, chuck some water in, then zero that out. I want 40 grams of protein in there today. That's 30. And 41 grams of protein. And then I'll just mix that in, and that's it. That's about as much effort as you'll get out of me for cream of rice. I don't know if you can see that there, but that's it. If I'm feeling, you know, if I have a lot of energy, I'll mix it all together completely, and other times I'll just mix it halfway and just eat it, because this is post-workout food. Like, I'm starving, I just want to eat. Like, I mean, I don't eat long enough to even taste the food, to be honest. After a workout, it's just gone. You know, I don't eat all my food like this. Like, later on, I got some good food. I got some venison grill steaks and some venison sausages. Like, on the weekend, I like to have, you know, some different sort of food. But that's it. The word I would go for when it comes to my cream of rice after a workout is bearable. And as it's Saturday, I put a little bit of honey on it, and that takes it from bearable to borderline okay. And then that's it. You know, to me, this is just 70 grams of carbs, 35 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, and that's all I care about. So I'm gonna eat this and then show some training footage from this morning. And then if there's anybody left who hasn't fallen asleep, then I'm gonna, you know, briefly go over the logbook and how I've been using it the last 4 weeks and how things are gonna go for the next block. So there's two things I want to say. Firstly, I look like a complete twat with my hood up like that. And secondly, I finally remembered to record every top set of my push workout. The things that matter anyway, the 3 pushing exercises. So here we have the high incline. I was going for 9 and we got 9. On the low incline, which is next, I was going for 12 and we got 13. So it feels really good. I do like to bite on my hoodie. That's why I got my hood up like this. Just helps with the more difficult sets. I know I look like a bell end, but it does help with the sets. And I like my hood up because, I don't know, I just put my music on and just try and get in the zone, you know. So here is 60 kilos in plates, again with the bar, which I'm not sure what to count on the Smith machine because it is brutal. And we got 13. It's going for 12, got the extra rep. That felt good. After that, then we moved on to the incline machine press, and I really don't know what happened here because I was going for 12. Last week's set was really difficult and I wanted to get one more this week, and instead of getting 12 I got 15, which I thought was a bit bizarre considering I just got that extra rep on the low incline Smith. I felt pretty fatigued, but yeah, we got that extra couple of reps and really feels good for the strength to be going up the way it is. This is the final block. This is the final week of this block. What I'm going to do now is go back to what I did on week 1, the same amount of volume, and then change the weights and, you know, do the same again. So on Saturdays, it's a push day, but I also do a little bit of quad work. I do 5 sets of leg extensions, and then I just do 1 set on the leg press. Now, some of you might notice that the feet are quite high. That's for 2 reasons. One, my main leg workout is on a Tuesday, and I'm really focusing on hack squats at the moment, and I'm really enjoying those. But I have had a lot of knee pain over the years. So one, to like keep that tension off my knee, I put my feet a little bit higher. And 2, because we don't have an adductor machine in this gym, unfortunately, I have heard that high and wide leg presses can target the adductors a little bit. So those are the 2 reasons. So this is 220 for 15 reps. Just a slow increase from last week where I did 210 for 15 reps. And like I say, it's just 1 set. This is just a little bit of extra volume because our main leg workout is on Tuesdays. So the obligatory Saturday posing. I don't know what has happened to my weight this week, but last week we were 225 fasted on Saturday. This week we were 229.5. On Monday, after the 225, I was 240 pounds fasted. I did have a few meals off plan, a few like random meals. I went for a big carvery with my dad for his birthday, and then me and my girlfriend had a takeaway on the Sunday. But in terms of volume, it didn't feel like a crazy amount of food. I was also ill. I did wonder if there was some sort of water retention from that. I managed to get it down 10 pounds, within a couple of days, down to 230, but it seems to be hovering around 230, which is worrying me a little bit, considering that's, too big of an increase over a week. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a combination of being ill, the super high sodium meals, maybe at 4 weeks in, the secret sauces are starting to do their thing, and perhaps retaining a little bit too much water. Maybe it's a combination of it all, I don't know, but I'm going to monitor it closely over the next couple of days, because if I don't shed any more water, then I'm going to have to drop the calories, because that's too big of an increase within the week. Although I just can't imagine that it is fat, because I just haven't eaten that amount of calories, but we'll see. The main thing is we're progressing, getting stronger, and things are moving in the right direction. So this is the logbook that I've been using for the past 4 weeks. It was a gift of somebody very special to me. Awesome, love it. Now, this might be a little bit awkward to do for 2 reasons. First of all, 1, you'll notice I have the handwriting of a 6-year-old. And 2, just because the tripod set is a bit weird, but hopefully you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the push workout, my push A for the week. So you see push A number 1, and this is our workout. On the first week, I made sure to try. I didn't go completely 100% balls to the wall. I left a little bit in reserve so there was space for volume. But we did try hard. So then we come to push A number 2 a week later. And what I do then is at the bottom, I write the volume increase. Now, when I say volume increase, I just mean progress. This could be extra weight, extra rep, or actual extra exercises or extra sets. So you see here, volume increase, pec deck, top set plus 1 rep. So the top set was 14 for 10. On week 1, it was 14 for 9. And so on with all those. Then we go to push A number 3, a week later again. And we'll see that the top set had another 2 reps. So first and second set both had plus 1 weight. So on the first 2 weeks on the machine, I used setting 6 and 7, and I knocked that up to 7 and 8. And I also, the top set had plus 2 reps. Incline bench, first set, instead of having 60 for 12, I knocked it up to 70 for 12, and then kept the next 2 working sets the same. And then, for example, with the incline bench, on week 4, if we can find it, push A, week 4, I actually increased another set. Now, sometimes with these, I just did a straight set. Other times, I would do, like here, we've got 6 reps. You think, well, how can you go from doing 15 reps on your top set and the next you only did 6? These are where I'm experimenting a little bit with like super slow tempo sets. And the theory is kind of, it does give you a bit more room for adding the volume. If I were to do another week, then, you know, I could easily beat 6. Granted, it wouldn't be with the same tempo, you know. So I don't know, that's just a little bit of an experimentation thing. I can't really explain that very well, sorry guys, but you can just see incline bench plus 1 set. That was the increase for that week. You know, all the weights were the same. Other exercises, you know, we've got, for example, the pec deck, the top set had another 2 reps, so we got 14 for 14. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. And what I'm going to do now is, instead of doing a week 5, we're going to go back basically to what the volume that week 1 had, and just up the weight slightly and start again. The only change I'm really going to make, I don't feel like changing any of the exercises out. I think they all worked pretty well. The only change I'm going to make is I did pick higher reps to start with on most exercises, so some of them will be in the lower rep range, and that's the only change I'll make really, just because some of them, like I started at 12 and, like, you know, the only way to go is up, and I was doing 20 rep sets on certain exercises. So yeah, I'm just going to bring that rep range down a little bit, but that's the only change, and we'll just do exactly the same, rinse and repeat. I'm going to do 4 or 5 blocks depending on whether I do 16 or 20 week bulk, and that's it.